Football Divas. This is Janet Penny, original Football Diva, and we're coming to you today from Dave and Buster's down on Delaware Avenue. And this is our weekend to talk about the wild card races.
Woo! Can't wait.
Let's go.
We got on our Northeast Divisional Championship for the Eagles. We're glad they won. Matter of fact, we're shocked we're here, but we are here. And to my left is
Pam, catch the damn ball joints. Happy to be here. Excited.
And you already know who's in the huddle. This is Lisa the Answer Sawyer. We get ready to turn up.
Okay, well, I got on my war paint. Y'all see I got on my war paint?
Yes, we see that.
Because Chip Kelly said, we're from Philadelphia and we fight.
All right,
We
then.
do fight. You saw the Rocky movie? Dun, 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 dun.
Matter of fact, did you see where the Saints wanted to run up the steps?
No, nobody runs up our steps. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And especially not the Saints. Yeah, running up
Yo,
our
the
steps.
Saints come marching in, you gonna get kicked and hang out. Ain't gonna happen.
Okay, let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indiana Colts.
Chiefs going down.
Last year, the Chiefs' record was a humiliating 4-12.
Yeah, it was.
Andy Reid came in and brought them to 11-5.
Right.
Do you think it was smart for Andy Reid to seat his starters?
Listen, I'm going to keep on saying this until I'm green in the face. Andy Reid did not get them there, folks. You heard it. The answer's telling you the real deal. He inherited a good team. That team was already put together when he stepped up to the plate to take that job. He's getting all the credit for that team's success. Well, where was the success when we needed you here in Philly? I'm saying you lose today, fat man. I mean Santa Claus. You going down.
Without a doubt. I totally agree. But I also agree that them putting the team in, the backup team there, from a strategic standpoint was a good move, and only reason being, why put your top men in there and take the risk of someone getting hurt? So the best thing to do is put your backup in there. You don't have nothing to lose. You're already in first place. You're moving right along. What the heck? The real test is going to be when it comes time to play real ball on the field and hold your place, and that's what we're going to see what Andy Reid's made of.
Okay, well, who wins the game? The Colts with their ability to protect the ball, or the Chiefs keep giving that ball to Jamal Charles?
Listen, I said Colts had the best opportunity.
That's what I say too.
I think the Colts are going to win. Now, the Chiefs have played well. Don't get me wrong. They've done a good job, and of course they've improved their record dramatically. But it's not their time. It's really not their year. The Colts still have more experienced team than the Chiefs. There are a lot of new players on their roster. Now, Andy's he's a decent coach, but I just don't think that this is their time. And when they faced off on real opponents, I mean true opponents, you started to see a difference in that team, and you started to see what they were really made of. The first half of their roster was with a bunch of stiffs, and I said that in prior recordings. They had a lot of
one of those stiffs.
Yeah, well,
we were, but in our defense, we were in a process of restructuring.
Right.
Now that we have gotten to the point where our restructuring has worked to our favor, they're playing as a team. If the Kansas City team came back and played Philadelphia,
they would lose.
They would lose.
They won. They lost 2 to the Broncos.
Right.
And they lost 2 to the Chargers.
Right.
And what's the fifth game they lost? Oh, they lost to the Colts.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, the Colts.
I don't know. Me, I'm going with Andy. I'm an Andy lover. I appreciate that time he spent here in Philly. I'm doing Andy.
I'm not doing Andy.
But talk about Andy. Let's talk a little bit about the Pro Bowl selections, and that's where the coaches and the players pick this NFC. The NFL All-Star. Andy had 8. The 49ers had 7. We had 3. But people think that Nick Foles was smart. He had 25 TDs.
He he should have made
2
it.
interceptions, but he didn't make it.
Well, he turned it up later on in the season, and
Right.
I think earlier on he had a couple bad games. Well, the first real bad game that he had was that first test against Dallas, where a lot of people say that he was concussed in that game. He just really never got it together. But it really took us, to this point now to see what he's really made of. I mean, up until just a few weeks ago, we still did not believe that he was the real deal. We thought he just kept getting up. But now people are starting to see he's really a good quarterback. He should have got that opportunity, but he'll have numerous opportunities.
Right. I agree with that. I think that when he started out, he was a little shaky.
Right.
And even Philadelphia fans thought, we don't know how he's going to turn out. We all put it on our tapes. We look back at the tapes, we were wondering whether or not he was going to step up to the plate or not. But he has truly proven himself, but he didn't prove himself really, really well until the second half of the season.
Right.
So in defense of the people that voted him in, I don't think there's a doubt in anyone's mind. If he continues to play like he's playing,
Absolutely.
there's not going to be a question next year as to him going wherever he
He's
wants to
already broken numerous records.
Right.
I mean, he is really the real deal. He turned a lot of non-believers into believers.
go. Definitely.
So,
Okay, let's talk about Nick Foles. In his 9 starts, he has calculated hitting his targets, Selleck,
yep.
what's his name, Hurts,
Yes.
Yes.
of course, Riley Cooper.
Yes.
And, with that,
And Jason Avant. I mean, and Deshaun.
Right, and Deshaun.
So he's made everybody around him really play better with his ability to see downfield.
Right, and he's created a team atmosphere.
Right.
It's not just about him throwing to one particular person constantly. He has thrown to everybody. Everybody's gotten fair play.
That's true.
And that's what makes a team a team. It's not just about the quarterback and a couple of the running backs or a couple of the players. It's all about the team, and he has proven. You can even see the attitude has
That's
changed.
right. That's right.
Since he's brought that on. When he does his game after the game analysis, how he speaks so highly of the team
That's right.
and not about himself. And he says it's not about me. This is a team game, and that is what has changed the atmosphere within the Philadelphia
Absolutely.
community.
He's really taken on the role of a locker room leader.
Yes, he has.
Okay. He's mobile and easy. Of course, he's a good passer, but we're facing a good passer.
Yes.
Our pass defense is ranked like 32 at the very bottom. What are we going to do with that?
Here's some key things to really think about. The Saints are 0-5 in road playoff games, right? So they already come in with that disadvantage that they just don't play well on the road in the playoffs. They're also a dome team. They are really not used to this type of climate, this type of atmosphere. We got a lot of snow on the ground. It's cold. We're a cold weather team, so we have the advantage as far as that as well. And of course, we're playing at home with the best fans on this side of the earth. Okay, so we got a lot of things going on in our favor. We do have some challenges stopping, some of the deep stuff that other teams like to do to us. We get caught up in them, but as we saw last week, our corners played exceptionally well.
Yes.
Saved us when they needed to.
Yes.
With the big turnover last week when Dallas was marching back.
Right.
Boykin?
Yeah, Brian.
So, we have the weapons to kind of deal with some of that down the stretch. I think we'll be okay. But it is going to be a tight, chippy game.
Oh yeah, it's going to be neck and neck. There's not a doubt in my mind. But here's the other thing that I like about Chip Kelly that he did this week that I have not seen Philadelphia do. He had them playing outside in that cold.
Yeah.
He made them
Create
play
that
outside.
atmosphere.
He wanted them to get
Absolutely.
used to that atmosphere and feel comfortable in that atmosphere. So when they walk into that stadium, it's not like it's a shock to anybody or their system.
Right.
Their bodies are already prepared for that. And when I saw that gave us an edge that I hadn't seen done in Philadelphia.
One of the best games we played this season was the snow game.
That's exactly right.
The Shady got and part of him getting that rushing record was largely due to how successful he was in that snow game.
That's right.
I mean, we played a phenomenal game in that frigid weather, and I like the fact that Chip designed the offense around the climate.
Right.
If you notice, every play he went for, every score he went for the 2 opposed to kicking the ball in the slippery conditions. He's got got the mindset and we got the technical pieces to really do well in cold weather teams.
That's exactly right.
I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be
The
fine.
Saints, they're not a cold weather team. We have the advantage. And keep in mind, we won 7 out of our last 8. You know?
Now, you know the Saints have a hometown person on their team. Did you hear? Was it Jahara Evans?
Oh, is he a Philly guy?
Yeah, he's a Philly guy.
Yo, you suck. You suck. You don't come to Philly on another team, you're going to get crushed tonight. I'm telling you right now. So all your family and friends that you got the nosebleed seats to come and watch you get crushed, you should have told them to just come to Dave and Buster's and stay where it's warm instead of getting beat in the freezing cold watching your silly self. You're going down.
Yes. We're going to see to that. We're ready. We're ready.
You going down.
Okay, let's move it on. The Chargers and the Bengals. Our veteran quarterback, Philip Rivers.
Chargers.
Versus the seasoned Marvin Lewis and his Bengals.
Chargers getting it
Who
done.
has a very very experienced defensive line.
I'm going with the Chargers. I just like the way they've been playing recently. I think that they've been really taking their game to the next level. I know they're coming in as the underdog, but I just see them pulling out that win. Nobody thought they'd be as good as they have been this season, especially me. I thought for sure we would beat them.
What about the Bengals? I don't think anybody thought the Bengals.
No.
It's not their time. It is not their time.
Not their time. So, all right, who's going to be one and done? You're saying the Chargers? No, I'm saying the Chargers.
You're saying the Chargers. I'm saying the Chargers too. I'm sort of leaning towards Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's gonna pull this off. I really do.
Cincinnati suck. They suck even when Ocho Stinko and Dum Dum T.O.'s did. Y'all ain't doing that. It ain't their time. Cincinnati's gonna be one and done.
Cincinnati's hungry.
Oh wait,
They want it.
you know who else
It's
gonna
their
be
time.
one
They
and
gonna go
done?
at full.
Oh, I would have said the Cowboys, but they ain't even make it.
Okay. Hey, this you said, what's his name? Oh, God, this new kind of old age is sitting what's his name? He's played, sit up guy.
Oh, T.O.
T.O.
You're so unforgettable. You know you're doing a burger hamburger
That's what I was
commercial.
getting ready to say. Cheeseburger
There's a
on bun.
cheeseburger commercial. Yeah.
Now, that's funny.
Hey,
Everybody gotta make some money. Everybody gotta make some money.
hey, T.O., I don't eat beef, and I wouldn't eat one of them nasty burgers if I did. Man, come on.
Okay. The 49ers and the Packers. They got Aaron Rodgers back.
Yes.
They went through that nail biter last season with the Bears.
Yes.
The 49ers already beat the Packers.
Right.
So,
But they beat the Packers without Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Now
That's exactly right.
Aaron Rodgers is back, and he's got a lot to prove. And looking at how he played last week, he didn't show any evidence that there was any real rush from him sitting out the majority of the season. He came back and played exceptionally well. And now I think the team is inspired to play well. So I think that they will win. You know, I don't know that I think they'll definitely win this game. How far they go is really up to them, but they are inspired with their leader back with their feet.
I don't know. If I had to put my money on a wild card team to go to the Super Bowl,
It would be the Eagles, baby. Where you at?
You sitting here with this stuff? Are you serious?
I don't think it's our time yet. It's just not our time. I'd love for it to be our time, but I don't think
I don't think it's gonna be San Francisco either. I don't think it's gonna be San Francisco. I'm not going with that.
All right. I think we hit on this a little bit, the weather being an X factor.
Yes.
You know, the Saints are going to play in an unknown link center, 27 degrees. The 49ers will play in a 1 degree weather at Lambeau. The Chargers, they're going to play in Cincinnati with snow and rain. So, you think weather is definitely
Weather, the theme of the weekend is the weather.
Yes.
And it's going to be whatever teams can actually endure and be able to fight through the climate. Because it really is. It's just, we've had a nor'easter all over the East Coast this past weekend for those West Coast teams that are
Yes.
playing against some of these East Coast teams where the weather is biting they got to be prepared, and some players are just not used to that type of climate. So the weather is a big thing.
And you know, therein comes the factor of the domes.
Right.
You know, they have these domes.
Teams,
the dome teams tend to have a more difficult time in really cold weather.
Absolutely.
They really struggle with the cold weather.
That's right.
So with that being said, stay tuned, because you're going to see those that you really are betting on and you really think are going to do great. Look out, right? Because those are the dome teams that are used to being nice and warm and comfortable,
right?
And that's how it's going to go. So hang on to your hat.
Because if you see this little guy running around, that's one of our.
This is our mascot.
Yeah, that's our football dude.
Yay! Say hi.
And who you rooting for?
Sam, who you want to win? Sam says him. There we go.
Okay, one last question I have, and that is, what happened to the Super Bowl Ravens?
Super Bowl Ravens?
Yeah,
That's right.
they didn't make what happened to them?
Renee, I know you're not here, but I want to say this to you from the bottom of my heart. And you know I love you to death. So since you're not here, I won't let you down. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. Wacko sucks, and so does your Ravens. Buster Douglas, like I said from the start, where y'all at? Oh, she ain't here. The champ's not here.
But you know, the other side of the coin is, and I think we're all missing this, is Ray Rhodes, when he retired from the Ravens last year, whether people want to admit it or not. I'm sorry, Ray Lewis.
Right.
Ray Lewis. That had a big impact on the team. Because, you know, he was an outstanding player. He was a morale booster for the team. He really was the thought process and the motivation for that team. And when you lose somebody like that from your team and you really don't have a replacement for it, then that's something that comes into effect. That has an impact on the team. And it's going to take them a while to get somebody to fill in and take that spot. So, you know, if we had to pick a defense mechanism as to why the Ravens aren't playing, that would be one of their factors. That's one of their factors.
I honestly think they played really inspired because they knew he was leaving.
Right.
And they did want to get one. They wanted to get one for him, you know, before he left.
And I think most anybody who was a football fan wanted to see that happen.
Right. So everything was working in their favor.
Yeah.
All right, just a couple little cleanup things. Lisa, I didn't get to. I saw Pam during the holidays, but we didn't get to see you, and we got a rollout Philadelphia Eagles 80th anniversary.
80th anniversary.
Renee.
Check that out. Oh, look at this. Bring it in on this. This is awesome. Oh man.
Signed.
And it's signed by Vince Papel, and it says to Lisa, the answer.
Woo! Oh, I love this. I love my football divas. Thank you. This is awesome.
And we're going to be auctioning off one of these signed bottles in the very near future. So,
check that out. Nice.
Look out on Facebook to see when the raffle's going to take place. And also check out the shout out we got yesterday from Jill Scott.
Philly's own, baby. What's up, Jill?
And a football diva. There you go.
Matter of fact, another football diva we really haven't acknowledged. That's our camera person and director, Leslie Arnett Pena. Leslie, come on over and give us a shout out.
Yay, Leslie.
Pena in the house. She keeps us pie every week. Who's going to win?
Eagles. All right, we're out, and we're going to stay tuned for the audible.
I'm going to turn up to y'all.
We've been gone so long. It's like I've been tongue twisted. I know you miss Lisa, and she's got the answer.
I got the answer. It's coming up, baby.
Happy New Year from us.
Happy New Year. Peace and prosperity and football.